Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Donald H. Jones Stadium here on the Kiski campus for tonight's boys soccer game action between Kiski Cougars and visiting Andrew Osborne Academy from Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight's game will be two 45-minute halves with no extra time at the end of the halves, correct? But we will stop if there's injury or any kind of delay on the field, but no extra time would be added at the end of the half. Cougars come into today off of a 7-1 victory this past Sunday. That was against Spire Academy, and that was up in Cleveland area. That's where Spire's at, right, Coach? Cougars have been playing their traditionally well organized game of and brand of soccer, having another solid season, preparing for state tournament coming up. That starts first week of November. Seedings have to be in here pretty soon, huh, Coach? 25th. Cougars four-time defending independent school state champions. And they have taken the field. We have number one, Matea Militon, will be in goal for the Cougars tonight. He's got a new, what kind of color do you think that is? Aqua color he has over there, huh? Old Matea, he has a new jersey right down here. You see him? So we don't have the used to be purple, right? Right, Braden. Braden McNeely helping us in the booth. Logan Gates up here helping us in the booth with the live stream, filming. Would you call that aqua, teal, something? But anyways, he has a new jersey. You know where the numbers and logo got put on at? Right in the screen printing at the shop over there. Mr. Scott did it. Yeah. How about that? Put the numbers on, number on the back, number on the front, and the logo on the chest. It's just one of the many things we offer here at Kiski there, Braden. Just like you are getting your filming experience. You ought to make this a career for yourself there, Braden. You're pretty good at it. You know what I mean? All kinds of filmers at these professional games. I mean, you can be making a lot of money. So Andrew Osborne's going to put it in play, and they kick it back. That's number 6. Feeds a long fly ball down the right side. Militon's going to come out and gather it inside the goal box. Roll it over to number 2. Now to Buxton, number 4. Nahum, 6. Sends it over to 14, Kim. Back to Yu Chen. The Cougars are just going to set up shop, survey the situation. Nahum playing center right back. Hits it up to Kim. Tries to feed it to Santi. Ball's being bounced around in the middle. Yu Chen will have it and send it back to Nahum. No, that's not Nahum. Number 2, Bragoza. Pietro. There's a long pass down the right side. Santi's fighting for it. Goes off of number 4 out of bounds. Looks like the Cougars are going to have a corner kick. Santi's setting up in this near corner. The Cougars are going to have the corner kick. Number 3, Santiago Valencia, senior, sends in a nice centering pass, but cleared out. Nahum heads it back into the box, and Andrew Osborne sends it back out. Being fought for. Something happened down there, and Andrew Osborne's going to have the ball. Number 2 for Andrew Osborne with the throw in, deflected out of bounds by Mamadou Tall, and Osborne will have another throw in. Headed back by Santiago. Valencia still trying to get the ball, but Osborne has it, and they're going to send it up the right side. Foot race, but goes out of bounds before the Andrew Osborne player can get it. And the Cougars have a throw in. Sends it back to Yu Chen. Yu Chen's going to feed it across to Pietro. Back to Yu Chen. Again, taking their time. Nahum has it in the middle, and he's going to look to work the middle of the field. Nope. Now up the left side. And that looks like Kim over there. Number 14 for the Cougars. Pietro sends a deep ball off the chest of Mamadou. Now headed by Buxton. Back to Mamadou. Feeds it back to Valencia. Oh, kicked by Segarra just over the goal. Good offensive action by the Cougars. But out of bounds over the goal on the kick, and it'll give the Andrew Osborne goalie a free kick. He sends it up the right side. Deep, long ball. Going to be ran down by Yu Chen. Now Pietro goes back and feeds it up to Kim, working the left side. Can't see the number over there. Was fought off the ball. There's Pietro. Back to Santiago. Nahum. Now Valencia. Sends it over to Buxton, number 4 for the Cougars. He's going to dribble it back and send it to Yu Chen. Right back for the Cougars. Sends a cross field pass to Kim. Can't corral it before it gets out of bounds, and Andrew Osborne's going to have a throw in on the far side, on their side of the field in the offensive territory. Deep throw in, headed out by the Cougars. Can't control it. Valencia providing some defense. Working number 8. Sakara helping him. 8 still has it. Now stripped of the ball by Sakara. Pushed off of it. But play continues. And Valencia has it. Sending it back to Pietro. And now Yu Chen. Over to 14. Kim. Sends a long cross field pass for Buxton. But Andrew Osborne gets it and now sends it back. Off the foot of the Cougar. Out of bounds for an Andrew Osborne throw in. Number 2. Deflected out of bounds by the Cougars. Number 2 for Andrew Osborne will throw it in again. Gets it to 14. 14 back to number 5. Sends it into the middle for 14. Working the center line. Now gets it into the offensive territory. Forced off the ball by number 6 of the Cougars. Or that's number 5 of the Cougars. Is that number 5 over there? Can't make that number out. That is not Javi. Valencia has it. He's fighting hard for it, and then he pushes them. And Andrew Osborne will have a throw in. What's that number? Is that 8? Okay, number 8, not 6. Andrew Osborne has it. Nahum gets the ball, sends it back to the goalie, Militant. Militant in the goal box. Sends it over to Yu Chen. Now up for Kim. Number 14, Kim of the Cougars. Sends it into the middle for Nahum. Cougars are having a nice heel kick by Santiago Valencia, just out of the reach of Mamadou. Andrew Osborne will throw in. Both teams just trying to fill each other out, it looks like, Logan. What do you think? Looks like it doesn't look like neither team can crack through and really control the ball. It's a back and forth affair here. Now Valencia up the right side, dancing. Oh, he was held. Yeah, they got him. So Valencia, is this going to be a free kick? Yes, he will have a free kick. He's about 30 meters out. Valencia sends a kick into the middle. Sakara, I didn't see who that went off. It looked like Andrew Osborne just cleared it out of the goal area. Now off the foot of number 10 of the Cougars, Francisco Bronco. Francisco's from Portugal, new guy here at Kiski. Valencia has it, feeds it into space for Sakara. Centering pass for Tall, just missed his foot. Nice scoring opportunity, just missed his foot. Sakara with a nice centering pass, just out of the reach of Tall. But it must have been touched by Andrew Osborne because the Cougars are going to have a throw-in on the far side. Sends it in the middle, headed by Tall, and the goalie for Andrew Osborne's going to clean it up. Looks like number 1 is in goal, Ricondo. Hugo Ricondo from Spain in goal for Andrew Osborne. Tall, applying pressure. It's stolen by Valencia. Cougars are starting up the tempo. A little bit of a misplay there, but Yu Chen gets it back for the Cougars. Into the middle for Valencia. Tries to feed it to Tall. Tall with another heel kick back for Valencia. No room to shoot, so he just sends it into the corner, runs it back down, working the end line off of his head, out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick for Andrew Osborne. Puts it in play, working it up the left side. Cougars are going to get back. Long pass. Whole way down into the Cougar end. Kim providing good defense. Big boot high over everybody's head. It's going to go out of bounds on the side, it looked like. So it'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Buxton will have it for the throw in. Deep in his corner. Sends it up for Sakara, way over his head, and Andrew Osborne's going to get it, but Sakara gets it back. Into the middle, Cougars running it down. Andrew Osborne sends it back to the goalie, and now they're going to try to work it. Tall, still putting on the pressure, makes a steal, controlling the ball. Mamadou, and then he loses it off of his foot, and Andrew Osborne regains possession. Buxton back on the defense for the Cougars, number 4. He's from Connecticut, first year here at Kiski. Pietro Sends it deep down the left side for the Cougars. Can't control it. And Andrew Osborne kicks it out of bounds, and the Cougars will have a throw in. Sun Young Kim with the throw in to Yu Chen Yang into the middle for Nahum. Nahum sends it over to Pietro on the right side, off of Andrew Osborne out of bounds, and the Cougars have a throw in. Buxton sends it deep into the right corner, ran down by Mamadou Tall, deflected off of Andrew Osborne out of bounds. The Cougars are going to have another throw in deep in their territory. Sakara threw it in quickly, but Andrew Osborne was there to defend that. Out of bounds, Andrew Osborne will have a throw in. Cougars seem to look like they're picking up the pace a little bit here, controlling the tempo a little bit more than what was going on in the first few minutes of the game. We're down to 32, 33 minutes left in the first half. Buxton has it here on the right wing, sends a centering pass, but too far, and the goalie's going to get it, roll it out to his left to number 24. 24 sends a long pass. Seems like that's been Andrew Osborne's game, trying to connect on long passes. Good defense by Yu Chen to come over and clean it up. And now Pietro has it. Nahum sends a long cross-field pass brought in by number 8 of the Cougars, but Filippo, is that Filippo? Yes, it is Filippo. So Yu Chen has it back at midfield for the Cougars. Cougars have had some scoring chances here in the past few minutes. Let's see if we can put one in. Break this scoreless tie. Nahum off of his head, but Andrew Osborne coming the other way. Oh. Pietro got out of position a little bit and had to tackle him to prevent a breakaway. And Andrew Osborne's going to have a free kick from good 50 meters out. Sometimes these are dangerous, though. These long ones. Deep drive into the goalie box. Nobody hits it. Now Sakara's fighting for it in the corner for the Cougars. Andrew Osborne has it. Nope, Sakara gets it and has it, working it up through the middle. Errant pass, and now Andrew Osborne has it again. Back to midfield. Andrew Osborne's going to settle it down, work it back into their defensive end, whole way back to the goalie. And the goalie's going to send it up the right side. Headed by Kim, out of bounds. No, off of Andrew Osborne, out of bounds, and Kim's going to throw it in. Send it back to Yu Chen Yang. Yang over to Bergaza. Bergaza back to Nahum. Now Valencia. Bergaza. Yang. Up to Kim. Feeds it up to left side. Filippo has it. Now gets it. Oh, that was a nice pass. And number 10's working it off of his feet. Sending it back to midfield. Out of the reach of Yu Chen, but Bergaza's there to clean it up. Militant, the goalie, now has it. Feeds it over to Yang. Yang. Now Valencia. Into the middle for Nahum. Nahum wisely gets it out of trouble. Back for Bergaza. Now Yang. Andrew Osborne seemed to pack it in and slowed the game down again. Now Buxton has it. Works into the middle, but sends it back to Bergaza. Number 10 for the Cougars, Bronco. And there's Filippo down the left side, out of bounds off of Andrew Osborne. And the Cougars are going to have a throw in. Over on the far side, Sunyeon Kim with the throw in. Still has it. Throws it in for Mamadou Tall. Pushed in the back. Nothing called. Andrew Osborne has it. High ball. Look. And Nahum is able to get it. There's Filippo over on the left side. Number 10, Bronco. Up into the middle. Now Andrew Osborne trying to get a little run. Looks like the Cougars have it well defended, but ooh, nice play by Militon to cut that off. And here come the Cougars on a run. Mamadou Tall can't get there before the goalie is able to scoop it up. A little back and forth action now. Both teams having scoring chances. Recondo in goal for the Andrew Osborne team. And now they have it down the far right side. Played out of bounds. And Andrew Osborne's going to have a throw in deep in Cougar territory. Sounds like we have a marching band down there. Andrew Osborne with the throw in. Into the middle of the box, but Nahum heads it out. Nice kick out by number 10 of the Cougars, Bronco. Mamadou looked like he got played on the back there. Nothing called. Play goes on. Andrew Osborne feeds it into the middle. Now try to give and go, but defended nicely by Buxton. Mulliton comes over and scoops it up for the Cougars, rolls it over to Yang. Yang over to Kim. Now back to Bergaza. Or Bergoza. Bergoza, number 2. Yang, number 12 for the Cougars. Nahum up for Buxton. Just too hard of a pass. Miscue by the Cougars. And Andrew Osborne's going to have it here on the near side for a throw in. Trying to send it deep. Bergoza bodies it, and then Buxton sends it out. High header off of Mamadou. Now headed by Nahum. Nahum played pretty aggressive there. Was rewarded, and the Cougars are going to have the ball here at midfield. Put it back in play. Bergoza sends it over to Yang. Yang back to Bergoza. Looking for, looks like a deep ball. Trying for Tall. Headed back by Andrew Osborne. Guy's down. Looks like he was tripped a little bit. They're going to call Sicaro for a little bit of a trip there. And Andrew Osborne's going to get the ball and put it back in play. Number 24. He has the armband for the captain, armband on for Andrew Osborne. Number 24. Arthur Pallade. He's from France. Now Recondo over to Pallade. He sends it deep. Going to be headed by Bergoza into space. Andrew Osborne kicks it out of bounds. And Buxton's going to get it for a throw-in. Looking deep for Tall, but intercepted by Osborne. Played to midfield. 21 has it, but rubbed off the ball by number 6, Nahum. And now Kim has it on his foot. Sends it back to Yang. Yang still has it. Gives it to Nahum. Into the middle for Bronco. Bronco to Kim. Tries to feed it up the left side. But it goes out of bounds, and Andrew Osborne's going to have a throw-in. Throws it in deep. Off the foot of the Osborne player, but headed out of bounds by Burgoza. And it's going to set Andrew Osborne up for a throw in deep in Cougar territory. Throw in by Andrew Osborne. Looks like 17 has it. Being defended well by Kim. They do get it into the middle. Cleared out nicely by Sakara, number 7 of the Cougars. And that staves off a scoring threat from Andrew Osborne. Nahum sends it into the middle, and that's Filippo to Valencia. Nope. Overplayed. Now here comes Tall, but nope. It's going to be kicked back the other way by Recondo, now headed by Buxton. Bronco couldn't play it. And now Andrew Osborne has it. Taken off the ball by Filippo. Filippo sends it into the middle for Tall, but kicked away by Andrew Osborne. Now Tall does get it. Sends it for Filippo. Couldn't corral it, but here Nahum gets it back for the Cougars. He's going to send it over to Buxton. Buxton's going to play it to Yang. And he's going to look to maybe feed it up. Nope. Tried to get it to Kim, but was deflected by Andrew Osborne. They have a little run going. And Burgoza just kicks it out of bounds to stop that scoring threat. Andrew Osborne with the throw in. They've controlled the game a little bit here in the past few minutes. A little bit more offense from them. Cougars will now have a throw in. Sun Young Kim with the throw in. Andrew Osborne's there to immediately get it. Trying to get it through, but nice play by Burgoza to get the ball back for the Cougars. Kim sends a deep ball, but defended by Osborne. Now Buxton. Over out of bounds, and Andrew Osborne with another throw in. Nobody can really seem to control the ball for a long period of time here, Braden. You know, very few scoring opportunities. Number 8, Filippo forced an error by Andrew Osborne. Now Mamadou had it, but it was out of bounds on the Cougars. Playing the sidelines a lot. That's what a lot of out of bounds is. Everything, you know. It's not a whole lot of flow and action, you know. A lot of just out of bounds. Number 11 for the Cougars, Sung Young Lee, is now in the game. And he's going to go in to replace, looked like number 8, Filippo, is coming out. Andrew Osborne will have it for another throw in. A lot of throw ins today. There's Mamadou. Oh, almost come up with the steal. Osborne still has it in the offensive zone, but now they send it back to midfield. Cross field pass. Couldn't be brought in by number 19 of Andrew Osborne, and Buxton of the Cougars has it now. And he gives it to Nahum. Nahum's trying to break through the middle. Sends a long pass down the right side, but the goalie, Recondo, is going to get it for Andrew Osborne. So now Andrew Osborne's going to feed it out to Pallard, and he feeds it up this left side. Going to work the left side, trying to get around. Good play by Burgoza on the defense. Still has it. Kicks a high ball back down into Cougar territory, but out of bounds. Andrew Osborne will have a throw in. Close to midfield, overthrown by one, and Burgoza has it. Now number 8 for Andrew Osborne. Sends it in the middle for 21. Taking ball from him, it was Valencia, and he sends it up to, can't make out that number. Number 11. So number 11, Kim had it. Charged down the left flank. Tried to get a kick on goal, but was just deflected out of bounds. And the Cougars are going to have a corner kick. Valencia sends it into the middle. Can't be corralled cleanly by the Cougars. And Andrew Osborne sends it deep back to midfield, but Yu Chen Yang is there to bring it in, maintaining possession for the Cougars. Number 10, Bronco sends it back to Yang. Now Nahum has it. Over to Burgoza. Burgoza back to Nahum. And he's going to send it over to Valencia. Valencia tries to work around the defense, but the Andrew Osborne defender took the ball from him and kicked it deep down into the Cougars' defensive territory. Mulliton now has it, and he sends it to Burgoza. Cross field to Yang. Defensive game, 17:30 and winding, left in the first half. Nahum sends a deep ball, headed out of bounds by Andrew Osborne, and the Cougars are going to have a throw in on the near side, down near the corner. Buxton has it. He's going to wind up on this one. Deep throw into the middle. Looks like Tall was there to try to header. Now Nahum sends a deep high drive, went off the football goalpost, out of bounds, and the goalie Recondo put it back in play for Andrew Osborne. Sends it to Palad, number 24. Tries to feed it through, but Sakara's there to steal it. But Andrew Osborne got it back. Now a high ball. Sakara is going to get to it first. Can't corral it. And Andrew Osborne has it. Sakara still playing good D. They got him with a little bit of a hold. Going to give the ball back to Andrew Osborne. Andrew Osborne, number 19. No, it's going to be Palad, 24, putting it in play. And he sends a deep drive far across the field, but Kim heads it back into Cougar territory. Looks like number 11, Lee, was trying to run it down, but sent back by Andrew Osborne. Buxton now to Burgoza, and he's just going to settle it down, kicks it back to Militant in the goal box. Now he sends it over to Yang. Yang calming it down. Bronco has it. Looking to feed it up to Kim. And Kim works it to Lee in the left corner. Tries a centering pass for Sakara. Looked like he was pulled down. Nothing called. Sent back out of the box. And the Cougars are going to have it for a throw-in. Ooh, looked like he was dragged down a little bit there, didn't you think? But no call, so play goes on. Tall doing a nice job of creating space for himself. Now Lee sends it into the middle. Sakara has it. Still, something happened. Rubbed off the ball there. Must have been an illegal screen or something. But Andrew Osborne's going to have the ball back. Good action there by the Cougars. Just weren't able to get it in to get a shot on goal, but they definitely looks like they're retaining momentum here and forcing the issue. So substitution for Andrew Osborne, number 7. Enrique Mendez checked in. Buxton has it, throws it in for Nahum. Nahum working the right side. Heel kicks it back for Buxton. Buxton sends it back into the middle for Yu Chen Yang. Yang into the middle for Bronco. Bronco Now Nahum. Up the right side to Buxton. Nice feed for Sakara. Doesn't have a shot. Tripped off the ball. Nothing called again. Ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to give the ball to Andrew Osborne for a goalie kick. Cougars weren't happy with the call, but what can you do, right? So up the right side, deep, long pass. That's been Andrew Osborne's offense all day, just trying to get the deep, long pass. Now Buxton has it for the Cougars. He sends a deep one down into the right corner. Mamadou Tall heading for it. Looks like he was rubbed off the ball by the goalie. Little bit of a collision there. Not sure if anything's called. Tall is down. Looks like he might be injured a little bit. Let's see what happens. So Tall, number 9 of the Cougars, and number 1 goalie Bronca of Andrew Osborne, both going hard for the ball, had a little collision. Not sure what, if anything, will be called from that. It's good hard play. Referees are discussing it and see what they're going to figure out the call here. Still discussing it. And they're going to call a penalty. They're going to give the Cougars a penalty kick. So Cougars are going to benefit here, and they're going to have a penalty kick. And it looks like Tall is going to line up for that penalty kick. So the two players who had a little bit of a collision are going to face off one-on-one on the penalty kick. Tall and Bronco. Or it's Recondo, not Bronco. Bronco's our guy, number 10. I get confused sometimes, Logan. You know what I mean? So it's Recondo in goal for Andrew Osborne. And Tall is lined up for the penalty kick for the Cougars. So here we go. Big moment. Scoreless game. Here goes Tall. And he puts it in for the Cougars. Mamadou Tall puts the Cougars on the board and gives us a 1-0 lead with 13-12 left in the first half. That's a big play in the game. This has been a pretty tightly contested game. So this one goal is a huge play. Mamadou Tall, did he actually commit, Coach? Or so he did commit. He committed to Pitt, right? So Mamadou Tall of the Cougars recently committed to Pitt University for soccer. Puts the Cougars on the board 1-0. Deep into the right corner for Andrew Osborne. It's going to go out the end line, and Milliton will get the ball and put it back in play for the Cougars. He's taking his time. Took a lot of time off the clock there, huh? So Milliton over to Bagoza, and he's going to feed it across the field to Yu Chen Yang. Into the middle for Bronco. Bronco's going to keep it, circle around, feed it back to Yang. Yang, cross field for Burgoza. Sends it up for Tall, tries to get it, and he does. He's able to get it over to, is that 18? 18 of the Cougars. Vasquez Gadol. Vasquez, I got that. Fernando, we'll just say Fernando. How about that? Number 18, Fernando Vasquez. Nahum, I don't know, was rubbed off the ball there, and the Cougars are going to have it. They need to move it back a couple yards. And now he's going to put it back into play. So it looks like Valencia has come off the field. Sakara has come off the field. So a couple new players in for the Cougars. Tall with a header, and that's a goal for the Cougars. Deep ball on the free kick, and Tall was right in the perfect spot at the perfect time. Puts the header past the goalie and gives the Cougars a 2-0 lead. Great play by the Cougars. That was Buxton that put that in play, huh? Yes, Buxton with a beautiful pass. That had to be a 40-yard pass. Beautiful. Right on the money. Mamadou Tall with the header. I don't know what was prettier, the header or the pass. Either way, the Cougars are up 2-0. 11-10 remaining in the half. Kim's fighting it for it down there in the corner. I'm guessing they're giving that. It looked like the signal was for the Cougars to have a throw in deep in that corner. No. Went out the end line, so it's a free kick by the goalie. So Yu-Chin Yang has it. Cougars up 2-0. Just under 11 minutes left in the first half. Burgoza over to Militant. Now Nahum. Nahum looking, feeds it over to Buxton. Now he's just going to give it back to Militant. Andrew Osborne's putting on a big press here, trying to get the momentum back on their side. Forces it unforced error there, or it was a forced error, but either way you don't like to see it. But there's Burgoza trying to get it out of Cougar territory. Nahum has it now. He's pulled down, and it's going to give the Cougars the ball. And he puts it back in play, giving it to Burgoza. Now Bronco. Bronco sends a deep drive down the left side, and there's Lee. Did a nice job of bringing it in, not letting it go out of bounds. But Andrew Osborne does get possession of it. Now Lee gets it back for the Cougars, sending it back to midfield, and Andrew Osborne has it. Now they got a guy running deep, but he was offside, it looked like. And the Cougars are going to have it after it went out of bounds for a throw-in. Kim throws it in for Yang. No, that didn't count. Now Kim is going to throw it in. Oh, substitution. We were waiting for the substitution. So number 15 subs in for Andrew Osborne. And now's the throw in. Yang has it. He sends it cross field to Burgoza. Burgoza gives it back to Yang. Cougars in no hurry to, they're just working some clock now. Now Nahum into the middle for Bronco. Bronco sends it back to Yang. Trying to get the Andrew Osborne defense to stretch a little bit and create some lanes. Long pass over the head of Fernando Vasquez, and Andrew Osborne is going to put it in play with a throw-in. Number 8 being defended by Buxton. Got a little aggressive with the push in the back, and the 8 will no, not a throw-in. It'll just be a free kick. Sends it into the middle for 14. Back to 19. Ooh, Fernando almost picked that off. Now Andrew Osborne has it, still has it, sends it across field. Cougars are trying to get it back, and they do rub them off the ball, but they're called for a push. And Andrew Osborne looks like they're going to have a free kick. So we're going to have a free kick by Andrew Osborne. Cougars are going to set up a wall and see if he can bend a pass around it or a shot around it. Looks like Palad's going to take it. Might be 14. One of the two is going to take this free kick. They're picking a tight wall. Palau does kick it, and he scores. Palau does get it through the gap between the wall of the Cougars and puts it in the top right corner of the goal, narrowing the score to 2-1. Andrew Osborne, nice kick by Palau. And he puts Andrew Osborne on the board. 2-1 Cougars, 7:08 left in the half. Buxton has it. Vasquez. Ball is taken from him. Now Filippo has it. Back into the middle for Bronco. Bronco up for Kim. Kim has it. Down to Lee. Lee tries to feed it back to Kim, but taken away by Andrew Osborne. Now fought for over on the far side. Kim, Lee, and Bronco fighting for it for the Cougars. Burgoza sends it high and deep back, and it's headed out of bounds by Andrew Osborne. Quick throw in by the Cougars. Bronco has it. It's out of bounds deep in the corner, and the Cougars are going to have another throw in. Tries a centering pass. Out of bounds. Looks like, I'm not sure who they're giving it. They're giving that to Andrew Osborne for a throw in. Long throw. Yang heads it. Heel kicked by Bronco to Kim. Tries to get it into the middle for Mamadou Tall. Now Buxton will get it for the Cougars. Now off of Andrew Osborne heads. Sends it back for Burgoza, who gives it to Milliton in the goal area. Sends a deep drive down the center. Tall looked like he was behind the defense, but they couldn't get it to him, and Buxton will get it for the Cougars. Now he's stripped of the ball. 19 tried to make a run for Andrew Osborne, but Burgoza's there to clean it up for the Cougars. And Milliton now sends it out for Nahum. Bronco. Over to Yu Chen Yang. He sends it to Burgoza. Back to Yang. Cougars are being patient. 4:45 left in the half. Nahum has it. Now Bronco. Bronco's dribbling around. Gives it to Burgoza. Burgoza sends it up into the middle, but taken away by Andrew Osborne. Sends it down their right side, but out of bounds on the far side over there. And the Cougars are going to have it for a throw-in. Kim slips out of his hand on the throw-in, and that's unfortunate. But the Cougars rally and get the ball back. Milliton sends a deep drive into the middle for Tall. Can't corral it, and Andrew Osborne has it. Sends it back to the center back. Now to the left center back. Sends a deep drive, and Burgoza clears it to Nahum. Nahum over for Buxton. Jonathan, number 4 for the Cougars. Now Andrew Osborne has a little 3-on-2 action, but Filippo's going to be there, and Milliton comes over and picks up the ball. He's going to slow it down a little bit, rolls it over to Yu Chen Yang, and Yang is going to keep it on his foot for a second, gives it to Burgoza. Back over to Yang. Andrew Osborne has definitely pressed their way back into this game. Let's see if the Cougars can take advantage of them stretching the field a little bit. It seems to be working for Andrew Osborne. Milliton over to Yang. Yang sends a deep drive, but defended by Andrew Osborne, kicked out of bounds. Sun Young Lee, no, he's going to leave it lay, and Sun Young Kim is going to pick it up. He'll have the throw in, gives it to Nahum, And he's going to send it over to Buxton. Buxton up this right side for Fernando Vasquez. He's rubbed off the ball. Looked like he took a knee into the quad area. He might have a little Charlie horse there tomorrow, Logan. Did you see that? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it probably hurt him a little bit in the morning, but he's getting up and he's going to run it off, stay in the game. So Nahum and Bronco are over here. Let's see who's going to take this kick. This is about the area that the last goal came from on the centering pass, and Tall headed it in. So Nahum's going to take it this time. Let's see if they have that same play on. Looks like Tall's setting up over there on that far side. He sends it into the middle, but cleared out by Andrew Osborne. Looks like they're trying to run up the right side, but nicely defended by Sun-Yun Lee. Looked like the Cougars got called for a push in the back there. And Andrew Osborne's going to have a free kick from about 50 meters out. Deep drive by Andrew Osborne, and it's just going to go out of bounds. And the Cougars will have a goal kick. So Mulliton is going to put it back in play. Coming down on a minute left in the half. Again, no extra time in league play. That's why we have a 45-minute half. So Milliton sends a deep drive. I mean, that was a nice boot. Mamadou Tall off of his chest. Can't gather it in, and Andrew Osborne's going to head back the other way. Looking up the left side. Gathered in by number 8. Sends it into the middle. And Burgos is there to defend it. Now Nahum has it. It's number 6 of Andrew Osborne. Trying to work. Under 30 seconds left. On the right side. Feeds it into the middle. Number 7 gets it into the middle some more. Dangerous ball there. Deflected off of a Cougar leg. That was Filippo. Now Nahum on a run. And it's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to run out the clock. And that's going to run out the clock for the first half. That's going to run out the clock for the first half. With the Cougars up 2-1. Going into halftime. We'll have a 10-minute break. Come on back and join us for a second half. It's been an exciting game so far. I think this might come down to the wire. Come on back in 10 minutes. Enjoy the second half. Welcome back to Donald H. Jones Stadium here at Kiski. Cougars leading 2-1 over Andrew Osborne after a back and forth first half. Both teams had runs of controlling the play. Cougars more so than Andrew Osborne. Two goals by Mamadou Tall for the Cougars. A goal for Andrew Osborne by Arthur Pallad. So Mamadou Tall had one goal on a penalty kick to open the scoring. And then he had a header from a nice pass from Jonathan Buxton from about 40 meters out to give the Cougars a 2-0 lead. But then Pallad split the gap on a free kick and put a nice shot on the top right corner of the goal past Milliton of the Cougars, putting Andrew Osborne on the board and cutting the lead to 2-1. Should be an exciting second half. We have some great volunteers here at Kiski. We have a few of the lacrosse guys helping us as ball boys tonight. Charlie Boone's head prefect this year. Charlie Boone, head prefect down there, showing what a good leader should do, helping out the school and being a ball boy. Although he's not wearing his shoes, he has. And there's Rade Vignovich, another lacrosse guy helping out as ball boy. Olivier Marceau, hockey guy and golf guy, he's helping out. Olivier was lacrosse manager last year. And then who was the fourth guy? Can't remember. We appreciate. Oh, who's our guy over there? Do you? I don't know. He's new. He's a new lacrosse guy, but I don't know his name. Well, the one with the blue hoodie on down there. Oh, I think so. Yeah, yeah. What's his name? Sutter. That's it. Yep. That was the name that was given to me. Is yeah. So Sutter, new guy for lacrosse. He's helping out also. So second half getting ready to start, but Andrew Osborne is not up on the field. I'm not sure if anybody went down to get them. Uh, Not sure. Hmm. So we are just waiting for Andrew Osborne to return for the second half. So we got a little bit of a delay here. Uh, oh, what are we throwing? We can't be throwing rocks. Oh, All right, here comes Andrew Osborne. They're making their way back to the field. So a little bit of a delay to start the second half. Once again, the Cougars are leading 2-1. 2 goals by Mamadou Tall and 1 goal by Arthur Pallard of Andrew Osborne. So the Cougars will be putting the ball in play to start the second half. It looks like Tall kick it into play. Valencia back out for the Cougars. Sakara also back out for the Cougars. Sunyon Lee remains in the game. Yu Chen Yang back for defense for the Cougars. And now Nahum has it and sends it to Bronco. Bronco into the middle. Gives it to Yang. Over to Bergoza. Mulliton sends it up the right side for Buxton. Defended well by Osborne, and they take it and get possession into the Cougars' territory. Tries to feed it through, but Yang is there to deflect it down and get it back for the Cougars. Now Sakar weaving up, and he works that right side out of bounds, and Andrew Osborne will have a throw in. Throws it down deep. Buxton defending. It's off of his heel. Now at the midfield, and Andrew Osborne will have it. Somyon Lee providing the defense. Andrew Osborne sends it in the middle, but now they work it back out to midfield on the far side. Cougars looking to press. No. Yu Chen Yang gets it up to Valencia, defended by 2 Andrew Osborne players, but it was off of them, and Valencia throws in for the Cougars. Sun Young Kim feeds it over to Bergoza. Bergoza now gives it to Jonathan Buxton. Buxton. Now Nahum. And Andrew Osborne has it at midfield. Kind of way the first half went. Same way this second half has started. A little bit of back and forth. Neither team can really possess the ball for all that long. Milliton has it in the goal box, throws a long outlet pass to Valencia, and he gets it and keeps it on his foot. Deep ball down the right cross corner, far side out of bounds. And Andrew Osborne will throw in. Buxton's there for the Cougars on the defense, but Osborne has possession. Still have possession, feeds it into space, but Sung Young Kim was there, just kicks it out of bounds. Now Osborne's trying to throw it deep into their right corner, and the Cougar defense is there. Yang has it. Up the right side for Kim. Cross field pass for Sakara on the run, and he's onside. Sakara has it. He's taken down in the box. Looks like that's going to be another penalty kick. He definitely pulling out the card. Sakara broke free of the defense, had a clean shot on the goal, got around the goalie, and then was tackled down, drawing the card. Sakara still on the field, but it looks like it's definitely going to be a penalty kick for the Cougars. 42 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. Got a little fireworks happening here in the start of the second half. Sakara is up, but walking it off, and it looks like Valencia is going to take the free kick, or the penalty kick, I should say. Valencia with the kick over the goal. So Cougars couldn't take advantage of the penalty kick as Valencia sends it high over the goal. Got to shake that off, Santiago. Come on, get back into the game. Sakara still providing good pressure. Tall now trying to pressure and get the ball back. Cougars looking like they're going to press. Good pressure by the Cougars, but Andrew Osborne's able to work it deep into the Cougar territory. Bergoza took it from him, but it was out of bounds. Throw into the deep right corner, just too long, goes out the end line, and the Cougars are going to have a goal kick. Militan will put it into play. He kicks it over for Yu-Chen Yang. Yang up the right side for Kim. Kim feeds it to Tall. Chests it over to Lee. Tries to go back to Tall, but Palad was there to defend it. Lee sends a quick pass in for Tall. Dances into the goal box, but there was Racondo. Racondo's had a nice game in goal for Andrew Osborne. Now they have possession of the ball at midfield. Bronco. Tall. Looks like they're providing some pressure. Trying to cause a turnover. And there's Berkoza to get the ball back. Nahum had it. Looked like a little bit of a foul on Andrew Osborne, and the Cougars will have it for a free kick. Putting it in play is Berkoza. He sends it back to Militan. He's going to feed it up to Sun Young Kim. Kim back to Yu-Chen Yang. Over to Bergoza. Now Militan. Bergoza. Back to Militan. Cougars just wasting a little time here. Yu-Chen sends it cross field to Bergoza. Over to Buxton. Buxton back to the goal area, and there's Militan. Sends it up for Kim. Kim into the middle, and there's a turnover. Osborne has it. Andrew Osborne down on the right flank. Being defended by Kim. Still being defended. Nice job by Kim to get the ball back. Lee to Valencia. Back to Lee on a give and go. Looks like they got a little bit of a run, but Lee couldn't keep it under control, and the ball goes out of bounds for the throw-in. Kim had it off of his head, and Andrew Osborne is going to have another throw-in. Deep throw. Yang sends it up for Lee. Now Valencia on a run. Tries to come down the left side. And Andrew Osborne had 4 there on the defense and was able to get the ball back. Still have it. Pressed by the Cougars. There's Kim. Nice header. But Andrew Osborne still has possession. Yu-Chen Yang defending for the Cougars. Keeping the ball wide. Nothing there for Andrew Osborne. They send it deep. No offensive real threat there. Militan has it in the goal box. Very few scoring opportunities throughout the game. When there's been action, it's been furious, but for the most part, it's just been a game played at the midfield. And there's Militan having it again for the Cougars. Over to Bergoza. Bad pass there, and it gives the throw in for Andrew Osborne, but they give it right back to Militan, and he throws it out for Yu-Chen Yang. Feeds it into the middle for Kim. He settles it down, deflected off an Osborne player, right back to him, and then kicked out of bounds by Andrew Osborne. Oh, they give it to Andrew Osborne. Deep throw. They're trying this deep throw, but there's Yang. And now it's kicked high off of Valencia's chest. Andrew Osborne does get the ball. Defended still by Kim. Throw in for Andrew Osborne. They keep gaining ground just by the ball going out of bounds further down the field every time. Doing a nice job of working his side, gaining the ground. Throw into the middle. Kim works it back out. Tall plays it off his chest, but not before it went out of bounds. Andrew Osborne has another throw in. Down into the right corner. Kim sends it back out. Another throw from the same area. Try it again. He throws it into the middle. Kicked out by Buxton. Rubbed off the ball by Sakura, but there's Andrew Osborne to get it back. Trying to get through the defense, but Cougars are there to stop it. Tall off of his head. Up the side for, can't make out that number. Is that Filippo? Yeah, I'm not sure over there. Maybe Bronco. Into the middle. Nam trying to defend and get the ball back. Here's Valencia. Nice defense by Valencia and Sun Young Lee. And Lee's pushed off the ball by number 3. Number 3's having a nice little go here. What's that? Yeah, number 3's doing a nice job for Andrew Osborne. He's a pretty good player here. He has the throw in. Kim off of his head, high into the air. Lee tried to get up and get a high header, but couldn't get it. Goes off of a Andrew Osborne player. Nope, off of a Kiski player. So Andrew Osborne's going to have another throw in. They've had possession in the offensive zone quite a bit here in this second half. 34-40 left in the game. Dangerous in the middle. There's Kim. Has it, tries to feed it to Valencia, and he works out of the middle. Still has it, and stolen away by Andrew Osborne. Looks going to call the Cougars for a foul there. And Andrew Osborne's going to have a free kick from about 45, 50 meters out. Long drive into the far corner, and Buxton sends it up the far sideline. Kept in bounds. Sent back to Recondo in goal for the, and misplayed, and going to give the Cougars a throw in. So Sun Young Kim's going to throw in for the Cougars. Throws it for Tall. Tall trying to do his best to gain possession. But Andrew Osborne stiff on the defense once again. And they have it heading back down into Cougar territory. Number 3, working the right side. Nam kicks it out of bounds. 3's going to have the throw in. Headed by Yang and kicked high into the air by Buxton. Now Mulliton kicks it out of bounds. And Andrew Osborne's going to have another throw in. Just under 33 minutes left in the game. Andrew Osborne seems to have a little momentum going here in the second half. Ball's into the middle. Still possessing the ball. Cougars can't control it. Deep into the goal box, and Mulliton has it. He's just going to fall on the ball and settle things down. Finally puts it on the ground. Kicking it up the right side. Sends a deep drive. There's Tall off of his head, high into the air. Still gathers it. Him and Sakara working down there on the right side of the Cougars offense. Tall still has it, tries to get into the middle, but stolen away by Andrew Osborne. Feeds. Ooh, I tried to feed it through the defense, but Yang was there to get it. Valencia. Now Blanca to Lee. Into the box. Ricardo got there just before Tall. Staves off another Cougar scoring chance. Lee send it back to Militant in the goal area for the Cougars. And now he's going to send it deep to midfield. And the Cougars are going to have it. Number 3 looks like he has a cramp. He's going to go down. Looks like he's hurting. He's hurting pretty bad. Oh, and Kim's rubbing out his cramp. They stopped the game. Good sportsmanship here by Sun Young Lee. Number 11. Yeah, stop the clock. Yeah. So number 3 of the Andrew Osborne team went down. Looked like he was cramping. Sun Young Lee, number 11 of the Cougars, immediately started to try to rub that cramp out. That was pretty good sportsmanship there by Mr. Lee of the Cougars. Number 3's been their guy here in the second half. He's been all over the place. He's expending a lot of energy. He just happened to cramp up. So number 8, Filippo, looks like he's warming up, getting ready to check into the game. What is that? Gagliardi. Filippo Gagliardi. It's in Mr. Spawn's English class. Filippo, number 8, comes from, he's from Rome, Italy. How about that? How about that? We have quite the international flair on the field tonight. I couldn't tell you how many different countries are represented tonight. We have Italy, South Korea, or the Republic of Korea, that I should say, Portugal, Senegal, Costa Rica, Spain, Netherlands, Dominican, Jamaica, Brazil, Colombia, United States, Austria, or Australia, I should say, Guatemala, Bahamas, Serbia. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. And that's just the Cougars. So Yu Chen Yang has it, sends it across the field for Pietro Bergoza. Now back to Militant. Yang has it. Yu Chen. Andrew Osborne putting on the press. Sends a deep ball for Mamadou Tall. Gets behind the defense, but couldn't corral it. And Andrew Osborne takes over possession. Number 7 for Andrew Osborne has it. Gives it over to number 5, who sends a cross field pass deep into the far corner, being defended by Jonathan Buxton. Goes out of bounds, and the Cougars are going to have it for a throw-in. Jonathan Buxton on the far side, going to throw in for the Cougars. Throws it up towards midfield, and there's Mamadou plays it off his chest, surrounded by a host of Andrew Osborne players, but it was out of bounds off of them, and the Cougars are going to have it for a throw-in again. Buxton will take the throw-in once again and sends again a deep ball over everybody. Mamadou tries to get it. Out of bounds. Andrew Osborne on the throw in. Seems like they're gaining like 12, 15 yards every time they go for that. Like they advance the ball before they actually throw it in. Yep, they're moving them back. See, they caught him. My eyes weren't deceiving me. Now they move up again. Throws it out of bounds, headed out of bounds by Filippo over there. Andrew Osborne will have another throw in. Filippo has it. Working that sideline. That's been their game. Work the sideline, kick it out of bounds off of a Cougar player, and they advance the ball. Milliton sends it up. Buxton. Now the Cougars trying to gain possession. Filippo has it. Kicked down by the Cougars. Mamadou's giving chase. And he's going to put the press on. Nice tackle, takeaway by Filippo. Tries to get it into the middle for Mamadou. Defend it well by Andrew Osborne. Way out of the box by Mulliton. Way out of the box by Mulliton. Looks like he's going to get a card, yellow card for Matea Mulliton, goalkeeper for the Cougars. It's going to set Andrew Osborne up for a free kick from about 30, 35 meters out. These are always dangerous. Got 27:30 left in the game. There's the free kick into the goal area. Mulliton's there to scoop it up for the Cougars. He's going to slow it down, roll it over to Yu Chen Yang, up to Sung Young Kim. Kim back to the goalie Mulliton. Over to Bergoza. Cougars getting a little sloppy with the ball. As Andrew Osborne is putting a heavy press on. Deep drive into the corner, but there's Kim. Now he goes down with a cramp. Yes, I agree. They they get to this cool weather and they don't think they have to drink as much because they don't think they're thirsty. So the cool weather actually, you get a little bit more, you get some cramps during this cool weather. Did you know that, Logan? Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Boston College. Looks like a lacrosse shirt, too. Look at you, Logan. Oh, I see. See. That's right. Mom's a Red Sox fan, too, huh? Oh, oh, you're a Red Sox fan, too. Booth, what about you? You don't really care, huh? Not about baseball. Braden's indifferent. So we got a box booth full of Red Sox fans up here tonight. Oh, yeah. Red Sox didn't finish so hot this year. Oh, they were 11 games up at the All-Star break, and they finished 500. Not a good August and September, that was for sure. So, so we're going to put the ball back in play. And it looks like the Cougars are going to have possession. Sakara sends a deep ball down deep into. Oh, there's Filippo. Oh, almost got another turnover deep. And there's Buxton. Buxton gets it. They're working that sideline on the far side. They've been over there for quite a while. Number 7 for Andrew Osborne. Ball taken away temporarily by Yu Chen Yang. There's Andrew Osborne. Another deep possession for Andrew Osborne. There's Bronco, and there's Mamadou. He's behind the defense. Couldn't get it just out of his reach to where he couldn't corral that ball cleanly. It looked like it went out of bounds, and Andrew Osborne is going to have a throw in. No, Kiski's going to have a throw in. Okay, so Kiski has the throw in. Sakara is going to throw it in. Feeds it back to Yu Chen Yang. Yang back to Bergoza. Sends a deep ball. Errant pass. See if the Cougars can get it. Now there's Tall into the goal box. Deflected wide. Couldn't get it on goal. Sung-Young Lee kicks it. Goes through the end line. And no, they're going to call corner kick. Corner kick for the Cougars. Looks like Nahum down there in the corner. Corner kick by the Cougars. Ball into the middle, way over everybody. Across the field, out of bounds on the other side. Andrew Osborne will have it for a throw-in. Just over 24 minutes left in the game. And the Cougars have it at midfield. And they're going to send it back to the goalie, Milliton. Up for Sakara on the left side. Back to Milliton. Sends a deep drive up the right side. And now it's at midfield. Filippo has it. Trying to get around the defense. Can't quite get there. And Andrew Osborne sends it back to midfield. Nahum has it. Sends a deep ball for that Mamadou. Just offside. Andrew Osborne puts it back in play. They send a deep drive, but Yang, steady as ever in the defense, heads it back out. Drive over the Kiski goal, out of bounds. And the Cougars will have it for the goalie will put it back in play with a goal kick. He doesn't necessarily have to kick it. He can roll it or pass it. Andrew Osborne once again applying a heavy press. They're really trying to keep the ball down here in this end. Down 1 goal. 23 left in the game. Sends it back to Milliton. He misplays it a little bit, but is able to kick it up out of bounds. But Andrew Osborne's going to have another throw in. Sends it into the middle. The Cougars send it up. Filippo sends it to Mamadou off of his chest. Back to Filippo on the far side. Pulled down, no call. Play continues. Back into the middle. Milliton. Offside by Andrew Osborne. And now Matea's down. Matea Milliton on down for the Cougars. Not a good sign. That's the goalie. So we're going to have a goalie getting warm for the Cougars. Looks like number 13. Davi Olserer. He's a Brazilian, I think. Yes, Sao Paulo, Brazil. So Davi's getting warmed up. Now Mulliton looks like he's going to stay in. I don't know if do they have to come out or are they allowed to stay in? Well, they don't have to. So soccer you can go down and stay in the game. Football you have to come out. Lacrosse you have to come out, right? Oh, I see. I did not know that. Limited amount of subs. Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea that was the case. Don't quote us on that. That's maybe that's just the professional game, but that's our helper Logan Gates up here. Logan, you know more about it than I do, so I'm just going to trust you on that. Oh, he doesn't trust himself, so it might not be true. Andrew Osborne trying to attack again. Sakara gets the ball for the Cougars. Tries to run through midfield. Tackled. Everybody's tackled. Falling on top of each other. Oh, they're gonna give Sakara a yellow flag for that. Okay, so 5 subs. You were correct. Can only have 5 subs. Now does that? Oh, so okay. So the amount of times you can sub is only 5, but you can send in like 6 players at one time. Okay, I got you. So looks like a yellow card was handed out to Sakara after he got rubbed down on the. I guess it was an after the play yellow card, and the Cougars did maintain possession, and it's down in their offensive zone. Filippo's fighting for the ball. Now Valencia has it on his foot. Back tall. Oh, they called him for offsides. It was a nice feed into the middle from Valencia to Tall, but they just called him offside. So Filippo has it, ricochets it off of an Andrew Osborne player out of bounds. It's going to give the Cougars a throw in. Jonathan Buxton on the far side over there. He'll throw in for the Cougars. And it looks like they're trying to get it to Tall. Can't get the ball, and now it goes out of bounds off of a Cougar. Gagliardi. Filippo Gagliardi. I like that name. That flows pretty good. That's a good flowing name. So Andrew Osborne with the throw in just about midfield. Being pressured by Filippo, and he does get the ball. Oh, nice one touch pass by Valencia to Fernando Vasquez. Nahum sends it into the middle, but nobody was there. Valencia trying to get the ball back for the Cougars, applying some pressure, forcing Andrew Osborne to go backward. Now they send it in, but Bergazza gets it. There's Filippo working up that right side, keeps it in. Nice job by both players. And there's Mamadou, and he has it off of his chest. Can't run. He does run it down. He's in the corner. Fernando has it, working. No call there. No call there. And Andrew Osborne works it back the other way. Fernando tried to tackle the ball away, but Andrew Osborne keeps it away from him. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Cougar ball on a throw in. Nice defense, playing the angle by Sakara. And we have a substitution by Andrew Osborne. Number 9 checking into the game. And number 6 or 5 was coming out. Alonzo Garcia checked in. Looks like number 6 checked out. Andrew Osborne with the throw. No, yep. Andrew Osborne's going to have a throw in. 17 minutes left in the game. Just over 17 minutes left. Into space for the Cougars, and here they come. Valencia has it. Taken away by Andrew Osborne. Deep ball. Didn't call him offsides, but good defense by Burgoza. Feeds it up to Valencia. Keeps it in bounds. Feeds it across. Looking for Tall. Rubbed off the ball. Tackled hard by the goalkeeper. Sends hot. Looks like we're going to have a stop and play for something. Tall. Oh, we had a guy down over here. Now Tall's down over here. Tall and Recondo, they've tangled up a couple times tonight. One of them led to the first goal on a penalty shot by Tall. Looks like he's up and ready to go. So we're going to have, not sure what we got going here. Cougar ball? No. Not sure he's going to give it to. So another sub in for Andrew Osborne, and they have the ball. Kicked across field, but too far for the Osborne player to get it, and Buxton will throw in for Kiski. Gives it to Valencia. Now to Nahum. Buxton. Back to Nahum has it. Cross field for Fernando. Vasquez gets it in. Sends it back to Sakara. Now to Vasquez. Works up the left side. Turns back. Stripped of the ball by Andrew Osborne. Now they're working. Trying to go into the deep right corner. Oh, pushed down. Sakara with a nice defense there. Pushed off the ball by Andrew Osborne. But the Cougars are going to have it. Put it back in play with a free kick. And we're down to 15:30 left in the game. Sakara sends a deep ball to Valencia. He gathers it in on this side over here, but back into the middle, and Andrew Osborne coming on the attack. Yang has it, gives it to Milliton. Over to Bergaza, bad pass, and Andrew Osborne has it down in the deep corner. Looks like Andrew Osborne went out of bounds off of Andrew Osborne, and the Cougars will have a goal kick. Andrew Osborne definitely switched it up at halftime and have applied a steady press here in the second half. And they've dictated the play quite a bit here in the second half. Possessed the ball a long time, which was kind of the opposite of what happened in the first half. So Milliton, deep drive to midfield. The Cougars now, Valencia has it. But again, Andrew Osborne comes away with the free ball. And they still have it. Looking to thread the needle. Just out of the reach, but corralled in on the far left side by the Osborne player, headed by Sakara. Matea did a nice job of cleaning up the defense for the Cougars. Sakara looks like he's playing some defense. He's usually an offensive player for the Cougars. He's doing a heck of a job out there defensively right now. Ball in the corner. Kicked into the middle, and Matea is there. Sends a pass out. And there's Filippo. Nice move into the center. Good. Got numbers, but passed a little too far. And Recondo has it. Sends it for the Andrew. Oh, that's a deep ball. Deep, deep ball. Mulliton has it. Looked like they were trying to call for a handball, but the refs didn't see it, so nothing's called. Mamadou Tall feeds it over to Valencia. Valencia sends it into the goal area. Recondo has it and rolls it back out for Andrew Osborne. Goes up out of bounds. Misplayed by Andrew Osborne there. I don't think they knew what was happening. Now Valencia has it, sends it to Sakara. Up for Mamadou, off of his chest, pulls it in to Valencia. Good pass, but cleaned up by Andrew Osborne. Really nice play by the Cougars there. It looks like they're gaining a little bit of momentum. Milliton sends it deep again. But there's Andrew Osborne to clean it up. Mamadou has it. Fighting for it. Filippo had it. Still battling. Filippo, called for a bad guess he was too close to him on the restart. You have to give him so much room on the restart. So Andrew Osborne's going to have a kick. Sends a deep drive into the middle. Headed by Yang. Still in trouble, but now cleared off by his foot. And then big clear there. Down deep. Mamadou has it. Lee gives it back to Mamadou. Mamadou feeds it through for Lee. And Lee, just wide of the goal on a trickler. Tall fed Lee, got it past the goalie, but just trickled wide of the goal, keeping the score at 2-1 with 11:15 left in the game. Recondo going to put it back in play for Andrew Osborne. Kicks it out to midfield, far side, kept in bounds. No, out of bounds. Official called it out of bounds. Cougars are going to have a throw-in on the far side. Looks like Jonathan Buxton, number 4 for the Cougars, is going to have the throw-in. Throws a deep pass. Mamadou fighting in the corner. Heel kicked out of bounds by Andrew Osborne, defender. And the Cougars are going to have another throw-in. Coming down on 10 minutes left in the game. Still 2-1 Cougars. Scoreless second half. And now here Buxton has it. Ooh. Andrew Osborne has it. Coming up the left side. Feeds it. Buxton there on the defense. Now Valencia. It's going to kick it over to Sakara. The Cougars are going to. And there's Sakara trying to feed it up to Sumyum Kim. But the defense for Andrew Osborne was there to cut him off. Now we have a Andrew Osborne player down. Clock is stopped with 9:23 left in the game. Cougars holding on to a 2-1 lead. Jumped out 2-0 on a pair of Mamadou Tall goals. Andrew Osborne got a goal from Arthur Pallad to cut it to 2-1. We've been stagnant 2-1 ever since. 9:23 left in the game. Mateus Sakara setting up for a throw-in for the Cougars. Looking into the middle for Mamadou Tall. And there's Valencia, tried to play it off of pass. Off the chest pass. Now Nam has it. A lot of holding going on out there. Nam feeds it over to Sumyum Lee. Now Nam gets it back. Oh, just wide. Just wide of the goal. Had the goalie Recondo drawn out. Tried to feed it past him, but it just went wide. Oh, no, and they're going to call. Did go off the goalie. So it did go off the goalie out of bounds through the end line, setting up the Cougars for a corner kick. And it looks like Valencia is going to set up for that corner kick. Let's see if he can find Tall on the backside for a header. Into the middle. Good save by Recondo. Another good save by Recondo. Really, two good saves by Recondo in goal for Andrew Osborne. Point blank saves. Bicycle kick save, but another corner kick just from the far side, opposite side here. Valencia sends it into the goal area. Back to Buxton. Drives one, deflected off Andrew Osborne player. Down the far side, tackled. Nice, clean tackle by Buxton. Ball went out of bounds. Andrew Osborne has it, but it went way up. It gained 20 yards on that. But Sakara steals it back for the Cougars. Action's picking up. Tripped off the ball, nothing called, and Andrew Osborne has it. Number 7 running down the field. Osborne gets it around. Good save by Milliton. Deflected off of a player, and Milliton makes a nice save. Valencia has it up the side. Off of Sakara, bangs it off of a Andrew Osborne player, and it goes out of bounds. Sakara is going to have a throw in for the Cougars. Just under 7 minutes left in the game. Headed by Andrew Osborne. Still being battled, and Osborne does get it. Number 22 has it. Out of bounds, and the Cougars are going to have possession on a throw-in. Gives it to Valencia. Stolen back by Andrew Osborne, but Valencia gets it back, feeds a pass through the defense, but Recondo is there for Andrew Osborne. Mamadou Tall applying pressure, so he'll punt it up to midfield, pushed in the back. Nam had a little push in the back. It looks like we're going to have a substitution. No substitution, just going to have the ball over. Yes, we are going to have a substitution. So Andrew Osborne's going to have a free kick from 40 meters or so out for Andrew Osborne. Dangerous situation here. 5:45 left in the game. Drive into the box, defended nicely by the Cougars. Oh. So foul called on the Cougars. Going to be another free kick, this time closer. Only about 15 meters out on the left side. This is a dangerous area. This is where they scored from last time. Cougars are going to set up that wall. It would. I think they go to. I'm not sure on the overtime rules for the league rules. Dangerous opportunity here for Andrew Osborne. Cougars are setting up a wall. There's the kick, high over the goal. Cougars fend off a serious threat by Andrew Osborne with the free kick going high over the goal. And the Cougars will have a goal kick by Milliton to put it back in play. Looks like he's going to try to send a deep drive and try to get it out to at least midfield. And he does, but headed right back in by Andrew Osborne. Buxton sends it back to Milliton, and now he punts it. Cross field to Valencia, plays it off his chest, now off his knee, feeds it back into the middle for Nahum, back to Valencia. Valencia sends it back to Yu Chen Yang, and he's going to gather it in and send a cross-field pass, headed back by Andrew Osborne. High ball, headed again. Now still, Berkozzi has it. Oh, pushed in the back. Definitely pushed in the back. That looked like Sunyoung Lee. Is that 11 over there? Sunyoung Lee got pushed in the back. Off the ball, and the Cougars are going to have it. No, that wasn't Lee. Lee's over here. I don't know who that was over there. Getting kind of feisty over there. Buxton sends a deep drive, headed back out by Andrew Osborne. Try to get it past the Cougar defense, but Yang is there to clean it up, sending it back to midfield. Osborne has it again, tackled nicely, off the ball by the Cougars. Got a couple new players in for the Cougars. And here comes the Cougars. They got numbers. They got, send it way. So Valencia sent it way too deep. Another Cougar is down on the ground. Valencia sends a deep drive just wide of the goal. And now we have a stop in play. Another guy down cramping. He was. Sometimes if there's a lot of action going on, they don't necessarily stop it. So Nahum is down cramping for the Cougars. So Nahum's up and moving. He's going to walk off. It looks like, no, Powell. Powell was in the game, number 16. Valencia is going to take it away for the Cougars. Try to split the defense, but it's unsuccessful. And here comes Andrew Osborne on the counterattack. Feeds it through, but Milliton's there to clean it up. Sends a high ball to midfield. Push in the back again. Number 21 over there for the Cougars. Valencia is going to gather it in, send it back to Bergoza. Now Milliton back up through everybody. And Andrew Osborne's going to have it. Sakara applying the defense. Out of bounds off of Andrew Osborne. And the Cougars are going to have it for a throw in. Coming down on a minute 10 left in the game. High ball. Buxton tries to play it off his head. So ricocheted back into the goal area. Off of another stop in play. 1:01 left in the game. Bergoza down with cramps for Cougars. They don't drink enough water. They drink all those caffeine drinks and energy drinks. That's why. Stay off the caffeine drinks and energy drinks, sir. Braden. I can't handle it either. Makes you too jittery. Makes me jittery too. So Burgoza is up. Number 25, Rodrigo Leal, checks in for the Cougars. Matea Militon puts it in play. Clock is at a minute left in the game. Still anybody. There's a Valencia has it. Feeds it to goal. Lee. Another good save by Recondo. And Andrew Osborne clears the defense. Lee had a blast of a shot, and Recondo with a good save. That was a good tackle by Yang. 25 seconds left in the game. 24. Coming down. Sakara gets it out of bounds. Throw in. Cougars get it away from the goal. 10 seconds left. Deep drive into the goal mouth. Offside called. And that's the game. There's time with the Cougars coming away with a 2-1 victory over Andrew Osborne. Exciting game here. The action got to a fevered pitch there at the end, and the Cougars were able to stave off a late scoring opportunity by Andrew Osborne, and they come away with a 2-1 victory. Next live stream will be tomorrow afternoon. Cougar football in action, 1 p.m. start. Look forward to seeing y'all at the next Cougar game day. Have a good night.